All right, and hopefully for this video, I am doing a Dancing with the Stars introduction. I'm just saying that now before I actually make it, so hopefully I'll have it done by tomorrow. But I actually read a very good article about John Snyder on The Advocate. The Advocate. I actually had the article pulled up in front of me now, and I'll put a link in the description below. That way you can read it for yourselves. I definitely encourage you to read it. It talks about John Snyder's strategy to take home the Mirrorball Trophy. You know, how his stiffest competition in his mind is Mary Lou, the 4'9", 4'11" Olympic athlete. And it's a very good read. I mean, the fact he has a strategy, the fact that he is definitely on the move from a Comic-Con appearance to an indie film. And, you know, I've been following him on social media, and every chance he gets, you know, he is doing a live, just talking with the fans. And, you know, the fact he's talking about how he's practicing his dance steps in various locations. It's not just a rehearsal room. He's doing the dances wherever he is. Whenever he gets a chance, him and Emma are, you know, practicing the moves and whatnot. And it's very good. I like that. The fact that he's on the move. And once again, I love the fact that, you know, he's doing Dancing with the Stars. But also the fact that he's able to use this as a platform, if you will, not just to become a better dancer, but also to pretty much make people aware of the different projects he's been in, as well as the different projects he's working on now. And I think I actually did a video about this recently, about how just watching him on Dancing with the Stars has encouraged me to go back and rewatch like some of the Dukes of Hazzard. I didn't watch Smallville growing up, but I actually did watch a few episodes, and I like it. It's a really good show. And this is coming from a guy who loves the CW shows, but just going back to Smallville, which, if I'm not mistaken, was one of the first true superhero shows. I mean, yeah, we did have the Flash in the 90s with John Wesley Shipp, but I mean, Smallville was just a hit in its own right. But I do feel when it comes down to it, John Snyder talked about how he's the oldest and most people would count him out and this and that, but he does workouts like P90X, but also the fact that he loves to, you know, try to tell the story in his dances. And I believe this week he has the Charleston and the Jive. I am very excited, just based off how John is, you know, talking in the article. I do feel like we will be in for a pleasant surprise. I definitely hope that he's able to, I guess you could say, please the judges with his moves, you know, watching the feet as well as the hand motions, facial expressions, basically using the body as its own instrument in the dance. So hopefully that goes over well. And just based off what I've seen on his live videos on social media, I do believe we are definitely in for a treat. But, you know, first dance or dances is kind of like, you know, when you're in a classroom and you're taking that first pop quiz or the first test, or you do your first paper, you give it what you can because you want to kind of see how harsh or how lenient the teacher is going to grade you. So you'll see it's like, okay, I need to work on putting more into my short answers, or okay, they want me to show the work and that kind of stuff. So I feel like when it comes to the next set of dances that are week 2, the dancers have a better feel of what the judges are looking for in their performances, so they can definitely improve on that during the next dance or dances they are given for the following week. So I'm definitely looking forward to what John and Emma have to bring, and hopefully they'll be scoring in like the 20+ zone instead of, you know, 18, which isn't a bad score for week 1. And you know, in the article he talks about how, you know, what the judges said, and, you know, what he's doing to improve. The fact that he's on the move at various locations, you know, for different appearances. I hope to meet him in person someday. He seems like a very down-to-earth guy, and you know, very fun too, you know, being able to do magic tricks and whatnot. And I do like how he really has strategies for Dancing with the Stars, you know, talking about not only his strengths but his weaknesses, but also who to look out for. I mean, that's the one thing about Dancing with the Stars, is who to look out for. I know if it were me personally, I would be most afraid not just of who's a good performer, but in terms of who has the most followers. Like, I believe the Instagram model, as well as the model, I forgot her name, I'm sorry about that, I'm not good with the names, but she has like 12.5 million followers on Instagram. So I would be kind of nervous, because even if I was the more strategic and technical dancer, you know what, sometimes it really, I'm not saying the points don't matter, because they do, but in previous seasons of Dancing with the Stars, sometimes the most popular, not necessarily the best dancer, is the one to win. So aside from, you know, keeping an eye on who's like, you know, the most tenacious dancer, you also have to look at the fan base too, because, you know, with 12.5 million voters, it's kind of like, ah, man, how am I going to compete with that? But you know what? Sometimes you can't worry about that. You can only worry about what you can control, which is putting in the work, going on there, killing it, and having a good time. First of all, I mean, don't get me wrong, the competition is one thing, but having a great time should come, naturally number one, because if you're having a good time, then the hard work is going to show in the dance, because it will look so fluid and effortless, even though you put in all the hard work, you know, behind the scenes, you know, who knows, 20+ hours before the actual performance, if not more. So I feel like that definitely is a factor in itself. And also, once again, just utilizing the platform. I'm glad that John is definitely active on social media, letting people know, hey, you know, I'm here doing this, but catch me on Dancing with the Stars next week, putting in the work during his training. So I definitely hope that aside from advancing far in the competition, he's also able to get more fans and more people aware of the projects he's working on now, to hopefully, again, you know, bring in more people buying the stuff from the website, watching the haves and the have-nots, going to the Comic-Con convention to see him. Trust and believe, if I had the means of going, I would definitely go. And, you know, just going from there. So definitely, I wish John and Emma the best of luck. And I'm really going to try to see about all the other competitors, you know, to see what kind of interviews and whatnot they've been doing. That way I have a better idea of who everybody on the show is. I think as of right now, I've never watched or read Harry Potter. So when I found out the girl, I'm sorry, again, I'm bad with names, the girl was competing on there, I didn't know who that was, but instantly automatic sweetheart. I just love accents, so to me it's like, oh my gosh, she is so adorable. And then the youngest competitor, Milo, I do know he was in that Disney movie Zombies. I'm like, yo, that dude, he can dance in that movie. So, well, actually, you know, even though he's trained with dance and whatnot, this Dancing with the Stars is more technical in terms of, you know, ballroom, fast foxtrot and whatnot. So I'm interested to see him next week as well. And again, I'm bad with the names, but the competitor who is blind, who does an amazing job. I'm like, wow, that is, because, you know, they say, like, if you lose one sense, your other senses are enhanced. I mean, wow, just amazing. That is just something else. But yeah, I'll probably go back through some of the dances on YouTube before Monday. But yeah, I definitely encourage you, check out the article. John Snyder did a great job. I just love the guy's energy. Like, at the end of the day, the dude has energy, and that's what matters to me. It's just the fact that he's able, just because he's always like, look, don't count me out yet, because I got a few tricks up my sleeve. And I'm just like, yo, that's awesome. But like I said before, I really hope that in like season, you know, assuming the haves and the have-nots has like a season 8, so let's say next year during filming, I would really love it if some of the dancing that John has been doing on Dancing with the Stars gets incorporated into the haves and the have-nots in some way, shape, or form. So guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Be sure to vote for John next week. But as John said, you know, don't vote for him out of a participation award. Vote for him if he deserves it. You get 13 votes. Just want to throw that out there. But let me know what your thoughts are on Dancing with the Stars thus far, and I will catch you all in the next video.